My name is Maureen Wickland. I'm one of the literacy teachers here at the Wing School, and so excited to be part of our Colonial Days extravaganza here, our first year doing this. I've been involved in many ways in the creation and planning of this. It was Marianne Lally who really, this has been her baby and an idea that she's had for many years, and we finally pulled it all together this year. The exciting thing for me as the literacy teacher and looking at the way this all evolved is that the kids did all of the research themselves. When you go into the hall and you talk to the students about each of their areas of expertise, this is expertise that they found on their own.
Did you guys make these?
I did.
Nice job. Did you like learning about the blacksmiths? Did you learn anything interesting?
Yeah. An iron anvil with more than 50,000.
Tell us about some of these colonial games.
This is called Lucy, and as you see, you roll the dice, and someone will go. 1, 2, 3. Look right there. 1, 2, 3. And if you land on this, you draw it. So there's one. And if you go here, Claire, you want to do this? So 1. And then if you land here, it says go back to 7. You go back to number 7. And then you wait 10 seconds and then go back to the start.
So what's the object of the game? Are you trying to get here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. How many people could play it once? 3 to 4 people. And they played checkers. What did they make their checkers out of?
They would sometimes use rocks, or they would use like stone. They would use
talk to me.
And dye them.
Yeah.
Can you ask us questions while you're teaching or not?
Sure. Okay. How did the Patriots win the war?
They had 500 riflemen, and they had George Washington to lead them through all their wars they had. And this is the map of the 13 colonies.
Oh, did you make that?
Yeah.
What did the soldiers eat? They were gone for a long time. What did they eat?
They ate green beans, they ate bread, they ate corn, 100, they ate 100, they ate chicken, and they had 100 barrels of flour to make the bread. A man that was 85 on the American side shot 3 British soldiers. He got bayoneted and shot like a dozen times, but he lived until he was 95 years old. Bell, Lexington, and Concord was the first revolutionary war. The Bell, Lexington, and Concord was a very small battle. The Battle of Lexington and Concord was hardly a battle after the battle. There were 8 American killed and 10 injured. Old North Church is the church that Paul Revere looked at and wrote to Lexington. You can ask us some questions.
Okay. Who were the people who did the midnight ride with Paul Revere?
William Dawes, and he was the expert on that. We should get him. And that was William Dawes and Samuel Preston.
Okay. And what time did the battle start?
About 5 a.m. 5 a.m. in the morning.
How did the Americans win?
Well, the British were shooting, there was like a path, and then the Minutemen, they were in the bushes, and then they went up and shot, and then they went down and reloaded and shot.
They researched using the internet. We found a lot of books for them. The Sandwich Public Library was phenomenal in terms of putting some books aside and having them available for students to go in on their own to take out books. We collected books, and I know the PTA helped support that as well. So the kids worked in small groups to do all of the research on their topic. So the kids who researched the intolerable acts, they learned that on their own. The teachers didn't tell them about the intolerable acts. They learned it on their own. And we feel that that skill of having the confidence to know if you have a question about something, that you know how to find the answer, and that you know how then to take the information that you've learned and present it in a really appealing and meaningful way, that's a skill that they'll have with them forever. So beyond all that they've learned about the colonial days, beyond how adorable they look with their special hats and their aprons and their outfits, and beyond how awesome it is that the gym teacher taught them all of those dances and all of those terrific things that they're doing, is the fact that they are now researchers. They are historians. They are 8-year-olds who know how to find the answers to questions, and the important questions, and present that information in a really appealing and exciting way. So on so many levels, this is a really great thing for all of these kids. The teachers are pumped, the parents are loving it, and it's gorgeous. So yay Colonial Days.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Maciel. I'm a 3rd grade teacher at Wing School, and welcome to Colonial Days. We've had a fantastic experience. The kids have been so excited, and we started, back in April, and we broke into 4 different groups, and in the 4 different groups, each teacher kind of took a different area of colonial history, and we really experienced it. My group I had was games, which I loved. One of the favorite games by all the kids is they had this big hoop that they would have gotten from the barrels, and they had a stick, and they ran all around the baseball fields, and they had a blast doing it. And that's just what the kids did at that time. Mrs. Lally did schools, and she talked all about schools, and I think one of the favorite parts was the dunce cap, which we don't use anymore. But that was another one of the areas the kids learned all about the schooling during colonial time. Mrs. Berry did crafts with her kids. They learned all about the different jobs and things that people did. And Mrs. Wickland was our 4th teacher that she helped us out. And she talked about the everyday living that the kids did and the colonial people did at that time. So we've had an amazing experience. The kids so excited. The last couple days have just been amazing. Posters, projects, expertise. It's just been a wonderful experience for everyone.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Lally. I'm a 3rd grade teacher here at the Wing School, and here to talk about Colonial Days. Colonial Days is an idea that we as a 3rd grade have had for a while and decided this year was the year to make it happen. It's a cross-curricular effort. We had the children learning in mixed groups between classes. We've been working on this for about 6 weeks. It started with children learning generally about colonial times and the Revolutionary War period as part of their Massachusetts history studies. And then it went into specialized areas of clothing, jobs, colonial school, and colonial crafts. And then children chose a research topic, and we taught them a special research method called the independent investigation method, where they learned how to research, how to paraphrase, how to cite works, and so on. And then ultimately to take all that research and all those individual facts and actually write with them and write paragraphs. Then they got together and painted murals, learned dances and phys ed from Mrs. Novero. The librarian, Mrs. Valley, taught the children how to research and taught about works cited. The technology teachers created a database for the children to learn to research in the technology lab, as well as how to find images and cite those as well. The music teacher taught them the authentic Yankee Doodle Dandy. So as you can see, the children have had a fantastic opportunity for integrated learning, cross-curricular opportunities with all their other classmates, and choice on what they want to learn and research.
Hi, I'm Elena Novero, the physical education teacher here at the Wing School, and we taught the children the colonial dances you'll be seeing right now. One is called the Sailor's Hornpipe or the Fisher's Hornpipe, and it was a dance done on the ships in colonial days, on the fishing boats and everything, to keep the men physically fit. The other dance is Hasten to the Wedding, and it was a social dance that all men and women were to dance. It was socially acceptable and mandated for the men to also dance. So it was pretty acceptable then, as it is becoming more so now with Dancing with the Stars and such.
Hi, I'm Janet Valley. I'm the Wing School librarian, and I help the students select a lot of books for their project in the past few weeks. And I also worked with them on citing the sources that they used for their work. And we used a program called EasyBib, and I don't usually do that with third graders. I usually start it in fourth or fifth, and they were just like sponges. They sopped it right up, and they were just wonderful, and I just enjoyed working with them. It was such a wonderful project for them, and I'm so glad to have seen it up here.
We spent about 3 weeks in the computer lab with the help of Mrs. Palumbo and Mrs. Costa, and they were fabulous. They looked up all the kid-friendly research that we would need to go to. The kids all had a colonial topic to research, and then they worked in their own little groups. And then we spent some time citing the work. We spent about a week trying to find graphics that would go with our projects, and then cutting them out and putting captions with them, and making sure that we were able to circle the website that we used to give people credit for what they gave for us.
Hi, my name is Quentin, and I'm a colonist. My topic is colonial games, and I was teaching people and getting their attention about colonial games like tic-tac-toe, checkers, Jacob's Ladder, and the Goosey game.
Hi, I'm Brendan Hoffman, and today we're doing Colonial Days, and I'm working at the Boston Tea Party, and I just did my dance, and I just ate a lot of food. And the Boston Tea Party is fun. You can make your own tea, and I know like all the answers to most of my questions, and it's so much fun, and all the work pays off, and I don't want it to end. It's just so fun.
Hello, I'm Grace McNacka. I'm Molly Dwyer. And we're at the Wing School in East Sandwich. And we're doing Colonial Days. And well, there's all different colonial things that you can do. And there's colonial crafts, and there's lots of delicious food that you can eat. We're in the group of Colonial Crafts.
My name's Clara. I'm Natalie. I'm Maddie. And I'm doing Colonial Games. I'm doing Colonial School. I'm doing 13 colonies. I'm Kyle. I'm Hunter.
I'm Jack. And I'm doing the Symbols of the Revolution.
I'm doing Boston Tea Party.
And I'm doing Lexington and Concord.
It's kind of fun doing this because it's fun like to live back in the colonial days.
And I liked Lexington and Concord because it was a battle of two people.
Yeah, I like learning about the symbols because there's so many.
I like the Boston Tea Party because that was one of the causes of the war for the Revolution.
And the war winning the quotes from all the people, it was really amazing because a lot of people sacrificed their lives for our country, so it's just nice to learn.
I'm Grace.
I'm Sarah.
I'm Jamie.
And we are all colonial crafts. That's our subject.
I'm Andrew.
I'm Sam.
I'm in colonial food.
And I'm in colonial schools. And we're cousins. And in colonial schools, if you were bad, there was a dunce chair with a hat that said dunce on it, and you'd have to sit in the chair if you did something bad. And there was called a whispering stick. If you whispered to any of your friends, the teacher would like stick it in your mouth, and the punishments were really harsh.
In colonial food, we would they had a butter churn, and they would use the stick to make the butter, and then when it got hardened, it would be butter. And if you do it in the middle, it turns into cream.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Lima. I'm the principal of the school, and this is such an exciting day, and we are so glad that you guys are here to share it with us.
I'm Nancy Crossman from the school committee, and how could I resist those adorable invitations that were given to us at school committee inviting us? This was absolutely wonderful. The kids were so articulate and so engaged, and I had the best Johnny cakes with butter on it I've ever had.
I'm Mike Deegan, and I'm here at the Henry T. Wing School for my son Andrew's Colonial Days presentation, and I just want to say that it's been a great experience with the teachers and working with the other students and getting him prepared for today. The presentation is wonderful. The children deserve hats off to them and a round of applause. They have done a wonderful job. You can tell that everybody put in so much time and effort, and again to the teachers who have done a wonderful job with the children as well. Special thanks to Mrs. Lally, his third grade teacher, who has also been my son William's third grade teacher and my son Daniel's third grade teacher, and hopefully will be my son Timmy's third grade teacher if she sticks around. That's all I have to say. It's been a wonderful experience. Thank you.
Hi, my name's Janelle Hoffman. My son Brendan Hoffman is in Marianne Lally's class, and he is so proud to do Colonial Days, and I'm so proud of how much work all the teachers and the third graders did. I think this is a perfect opportunity for kids to make connections and permanent learning that they will not forget. It's like taking a field trip, it's experiencing it. They're active, they're participating, they're answering questions, they take pride in their learning. They all work together on the projects, and the teamwork, the costumes, the research they did, the art, the butter making, and the crafts that they did. It's like an authentic experience for them that they won't forget, and I'm proud that my son could be a part of it.
My name is Mildred Wojner. I'm Natasha Fernl's grandmother, and we came to Colonial Days because it's very exciting for the children. The dances were particularly fun, and the kids all seem to be enjoying themselves very much.
Hi, my name is Lisa McManaman, and my daughter is a third grader here at Henry Wing School, and we had a lot of fun doing some research on women in war. And this is my dad, Frank Landry, who I graciously volunteered his services to help us out with the Colonial Days.
Hi everyone. I came down from Southborough, Massachusetts, about an hour and a half away. And I was actually thrilled to make all of these aprons. I had a little bit of a background in dry cleaning and doing alterations, so it kind of came natural. The first one took about an hour, and I think the last one was about 15 minutes. So there was quite a learning curve, but it was really enjoyable for me to do this for the kids.
And I think it's great to see all the girls dressed up with their hats and their aprons, and they look fantastic. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Tim Cooney, and this is my wife, Christina. She's a teacher here at the Henry T. Wing School, 5th grade, right up there in the top floor. We're here to talk about Colonial Days, which is a wonderful event that the 3rd graders have put on. We actually have 2 3rd graders. We have twins, Grant and Grace, one in Mrs. Lally's class and one in Mrs. Maciel's class. And they've been preparing for this event for the last couple of months. In our house, it's been all go. So we even incorporated their grandmother in helping out with this, and Christina can tell you a little bit about that.
Okay. My mom made all the bonnets for the little girls in the 3rd grade. I feel like the kids have learned so much in this whole project. They really learned more about this than anything else because they're so immersed in it, and they have been reading about it, writing about it, making things for it, and learning dances. They got the art teacher involved, so it's just like been a whole school thing, and the parents have been involved as well, and it's been fantastic. And I think the kids are so excited to do this, and it's been wonderful for everybody. Should be more of this.
And also we as a family have engaged in our own Colonial Days during vacations. We've been up to Lexington and Concord, and we've been to Old Ironside up in Boston, and we've walked the Freedom Trail. And so, being here in Massachusetts with such a rich history all around us, it's been a terrific learning experience for the kids. So we're glad that the school took this on this year.
Hi, my name is Stephanie Johnston, and I'm the secretary of the PTA here at the Harry T. Wing School. And today they're doing Colonial Days, and our wonderful teachers here had a huge part in this. It's the first year they're doing it. It's the 3rd graders, and they're doing a reenactment of the Colonial Days, and the PTA put some money in to fund it and help support them.
Hi, I'm Kirsten Kadra. I'm the treasurer of the PTA, and here to discuss our first annual Colonial Days here at the Henry T. Wing School. Without the community's involvement and the teachers and the staff and the students, this wouldn't have been possible. With all the colonial outfits that were made, we had a grandmother who made all the bonnets for all the students. We had original outfits, original food, and if it wasn't for everyone in the town of Sandwich and the community and the teachers and the staff, we wouldn't have made this possible.
Well, my name is John Cullity, and I'm executive director of the Benjamin Nye Homestead and Museum on Old County Road in East Sandwich. And much of my life I've been involved in collecting and interpreting local history in Sandwich. I'm a native. But I just happened to get a phone call and be invited to this event at the Wing School, and I have to say I'm very impressed, delighted really, to see the interest and the fact that the kids researched all these different topics that they have displayed. It's just great. It's a great cross-section, and the fact that the 3rd graders generated these projects is of great interest to me. And we're hoping at the Nye House that we can perhaps connect up with this sort of effort and have 3rd graders through our house, and maybe we can figure a way to enhance this project.